Welcome back to another valuable how-to video. In this video, we're going to learn how to price an item for sale. So here we are in our valuable project. We have this 123 middle field lane. We can open it up by tapping the open button. And here we see all of the items that we've captured. But here we're going to just tap on an item that has been uploaded. And here we see that it's a 1994 American Gold Eagle 1-ounce coin. We can see all of our notes and description. We have some history on this, and we can see all the basic details. Now, we could just hit the suggest price really quick. If you go right into the item after you've captured it, it might take a few seconds to generate, but once it's here, you can see we have already 4.5 thousand as the market value of this item according to this pricing agent. Now, how did it make this decision about the price? For one thing, it's smart enough to go and check today's spot prices for gold, and it used that as a baseline, but it didn't just stop there. Let's go out and take a look at comparables. So we capture comparables for all the items that we find, and we can set the default to just those that are confirmed as sold prices. That is an auction or a hammer price. And in this case, we see that only one was found that has a sold price. It's a really high number, right? $93,000. If we go into that and we can tap on it and take a look at the item in its website, in this case, Stacks Powers, we can learn all about that item, but we won't do that right now. We can also uncheck the sold only. We can see a whole bunch of other comparables. But as you can see, these comparables are all over the map. So we have to be smarter about the price that we suggest than just using comparables. I bet if you've been doing a lot of pricing, you know what I'm talking about when it comes to searching around the web and going to different websites, logging in, maybe even maintaining subscriptions on some of these pricing sites. And all of that is cost and time and effort. And here you just want to get the price. So another thing that the pricing agent does is check the context of the sale. In this case, we've identified this as an estate sale working in Raleigh, North Carolina, and having a middle-class neighborhood context. So it's taking all of this into account when pricing this item. Of course, if we tried to price it on that sold price only, you would try to price it at $93,000. That'd be crazy, right? So the final suggest price agent takes all of that into account and makes a pretty good case for $4.5 thousand. And if you buy that, you can hit the button right there and there you go. Or if you disagree with it, you can argue with it. You can discuss it. You can even give it more context by just chatting with it and hitting the chat button. Or you can just simply put the number that you think it's worth in the price. And even that action is teaching your agent something about how you price because it's looking at all those comparables and all this context and saying, my boss set this price differently than I did. And I'm going to learn from that in the future. So that's pricing invaluable. The goal isn't for valuable to give you an appraisal price or to give you all these comparables. Those are just means to an end. The end is getting you to a place where you are confident in setting your own price as fast as possible. That you have all of the information at your fingertips and you have the ability to make the call. That's the goal. And we'll see you in the next video.